So in this video, I'm going to show you how to shade a sphere using various blues. We're going to start off with some true blue, and you want to make sure when you're starting that you leave a little bit of a slit on the bottom left kind of corner. I know it's a sphere, but you want to leave that just white, and we're going to fill it later. But when you're shading your sphere, you always want to make sure that you're using small circles as well as creating a crescent moon shape. If you're going to go completely vertical or horizontal, it's going to look choppy. So make sure you're going with the curvature of the sphere. And you always want to make sure that you fade the edges. Now we're going to use light cerulean, and you're going to lightly overlay that color on top of what you just put down. And you want to make sure that you leave just a bit of white to create a highlight. Now, once you're done creating that light area with your light cerulean, you're going to be using indigo blue. Now, with the indigo blue, we are going to be creating a shadow to create that sense of depth. And because we are creating depth with this, again, make sure you're not pressing down too terribly hard, using light pressure and small circles. We will be, however, layering it, so you will be continuously going back and forth over this indigo blue. Make sure to use light pressure, small circles, and fade out your edges. Now you're going to take the true blue again, and this time you get to use a generous amount of pressure. And this is where you're going to be overlapping just about everything you have just put down inside your sphere. But again, you want to make sure that you lighten up on your pressure when you get towards the highlighted area and avoid harsh edges. Using light cerulean or true blue, you're going to lightly fill in that little slit crescent shape that we had at the beginning. Then you're going to take white and apply it right on top, and you're going to use a generous amount of pressure. So now with the true blue, we are going to be creating the shadow that goes directly underneath the sphere. Make sure when you are drawing this section, you are going horizontal. Don't draw your shadow at a weird angle or diagonal. After you're finished using the true blue, you're going to take the indigo blue, and you're actually going to be using a generous amount of pressure for this next step. But again, making sure that you fade out the edges. And once you have that laid down, you will be using the light cerulean blue, and you're going to be placing it all over with light pressure to blend everything out. Now this is my favorite part. You're going to be using the Tuscan red to create the ultimate sense of depth. You're going to use light pressure, and you're only going to be applying the Tuscan red in the shadow areas within the sphere and underneath in the shadow. And you're going to see a drastic change in depth. And voila, that is it. You have just created a blue sphere using Prismacolors.